you're taking on Carleton this week for the homecoming game. But let's go back to the Bethel game last week. Obviously, a tough loss for you guys coming into the game. Talk a little bit about it. You've been played, and now you're coaching in those big games, those swing moments that you find in those big games. Saturday it was a kickoff return, and then also late in the first half when you were driving for that touchdown.
Yeah.
Talk about what those things do to a team's kind of momentum and their emotions on the sideline.
Well, exactly. Well, you like to be on the top of those swing plays, but there's 2, 3, 4 maybe plays in a game that really will make a difference. And I think the first play was, we went on a 17-play, 75-yard drive. We took 808 off the board, and exactly to script of what we'd want to do against Bethel. Their explosive offense is standing on the sideline, and we're just chipping away, and we score. Great pass from Neal to Bounty, and then we hit the PAT. We're up 7-6, and within 14 seconds they return a kick against us and puts them back up 13-7, and it's just like getting hit in the face, it just kind of deer in the headlights type effect, and that's what happened to us. I mean, there was a turning point right there, because momentum had just gone out of our corner and went right into Bethel's again, and then we went on the field, had a 3-and-out. They get the ball quick back. They're still building off that momentum, and they score again. Now it's 20-7. We regroup. We go on a 10-play, 65-yard drive. We're on the 15-yard line. We do a little cross play. And their corner made a heck of a play. He was aggressive. He climbed the shoulder of Zylstra on a slant route and wanted the ball, and he picked it off, which they held on the ball and ran out the clock. So we go in at halftime down 20-7, and felt like, we're right there. It's just that a few big plays we weren't able to make, and it changed the tide. And we needed the 20-minute break. We regrouped, and it was just getting back to the drawing board of what we've been doing well through the day, and we got out there the third quarter, and really it swinged the momentum our way by a great special teams play with Tyler Ziegler blocking the punt. Could have been a scoop and a score, but our guys fell on it. We're on the 9-yard line. One play later, Griffin's in the end zone. Now it's 20-14. Bethel gets the ball back, 3-and-out. We get the ball back, still building off of that momentum. We drive the field, had a couple opportunities to get 6 on the board with a PAT, 7 on the board to go up 21-20, and we just couldn't quite make that big play. We had to settle for a field goal to make it 20-17. Then it was just a game of back and forth, and they made a few plays and ended up scoring again, and then holding us in our own end, and we went for it on 4th down, and Bethel just ran out the clock. So it's a game of inches. I mean, statistically, we're even across the board. The one stat, time of possession, which I like, we have it over almost 35 minutes. So it was, again, exactly what we wanted to do, is just that we didn't score touchdowns when we needed to score touchdowns.
And a little on the last question on that game. On the defense, you guys played really well in the second half. You stopped them. And especially Levi Hintermeister, one of the middle linebackers, he's really stepped up, had a career day as far as tackles.
Yeah.
What did he do well on Saturday for your defense?
Well, he just played within our scheme. He read his keys, and he's aggressive as all get out, and he went and made plays. I think the biggest disappointment for us was tackling out on the perimeter. I think we had 6, 7 missed tackles, which ended up being for about 100 yards. And we keep their offense, who is, they're going to run the football. I mean, they make no bones about it. This is what we do, stop us. And we limited them under 100 yards. Marquardt didn't hurt us, that bad. He ran the kickoff back, which hurt us. But his, longest run was 25 yards. We held their team to 94 yards. 25 of them came on one rush. It was the yards after catch that we were a little disappointed with, and something that we've been working on, and we need to get better at it.
Now let's look ahead to this week. Another one of these games where you look forward to, and you kind of say, on paper you're going to have the better of it just because of you look at Carleton's record. But going into these things that on any week, any team in the MIAC can step up and play really well. What have you guys been focusing on this week in practice?
Well, you're absolutely right on doesn't matter what a team's record is in our league. Bob Pagel and his staff do a great job, and They got smart kids, and they make plays, and you know, they're not flashy about what they do. They're fundamentally sound. And last year we went down to Carleton. You know, I think we were up 28-7 or something like that at halftime. We ended up winning 38-27 or 35-27, something like that. So it was tight. It was tight all the way down to the final gun. So you never can take anybody lightly. You know, for us, it's about us. It's about doing the little things that we can do. We need to be better at tackling. You know, we need to, you know, execute better on special teams, and offensively we got to finish drives. You know, so those are kind of the talking points that we've had, and then just getting our guys focused after a pretty emotional game to get ourselves back up to where we need to be, and so homecoming comes at a great time. You can't get fired up for playing a homecoming game when we've got all the dedications going on with our new locker room and facilities. We got football alums coming back that want to see us play extremely well, and we want to show our great product out on that field on Saturday. So you know, it's time to play again. Our kids know that, and we don't have room for any missteps. We got to continue to keep climbing, and what's happened behind us has happened behind us, and that's why the good Lord gave you eyes in the front, so you look ahead, not look behind.
Last question. Playing Carleton for homecoming is always a big thing. You played Carleton for homecoming your senior year, you know, way back in the day. Remember anything about that game?
Jeez, I know I don't. It's 25. It's my 25 class reunion, so it's 25 years ago, and you know, I just remember the Nielsen brothers, quarterback and running back, were pretty talented for Carleton, and they were a very good football team. I don't remember a whole lot about that game though, and so yeah, but I believe we won because I don't think we ever lost to Carleton. So
well,
I hope that carries over to Saturday.
Good luck on Saturday.
Yeah, thank you.